Hello and welcome back. Today, I don't know why I did it like that. Today we're going to watch yesterday's match versus OpTic in Vegas. Again, I don't work on Sundays because I'm a family man and it's Joe DeLuca's day. So we're going to rewatch this match because I just got some bits and pieces of it. Vegas, lost 3-0 to Ultra. OpTic won earlier in the week, but we start off on sub base. 11-0. Pretty good. It's really good.
Maybe that one thing is simply to put that Johnny's in the mix, and he has played pretty well considering that, you know, it's been a very recent stint. He had the one game of the qualifier, one game of the major, but hey, you know, he has looked pretty good overall. It just comes down to making it all work fully. Johnny for first blood, talk about him and he shall appear, but OpTic very slow on their opening approach. They'd love to just figure out the high ground situation and then find ways to catapult.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Spawn on the preferred side going into this initial P1 hill, so you have to find a couple exit kills on the way up.
Oh, Johnny, what a good start.
They have been able to execute that whole
good early time. Win in rotation. You already got Nero watching that.
Is also a big play, but let's believe with Nero in that position,
Nero needs to play his life.
Yeah, and that may be one of the biggest influence players that we need to see really step up here for Vegas. He has been great in his history at times, being the X.
Really good life there by Nero.
How about here? Shuts down the rotation.
So watch this. I mean, if Nero gets caught here, then like OpTic just kind of flood on through. Right, this is like what OpTic does so well. They control like this side of the map really, really well. So he's got like a bad timing here where he tries to slide out. He's trying to play this box corner. Shots, I think, just gets, yeah, just bad timing.
That may be one of the biggest influence players that we need to see really step up here for Vegas. He has been great in his history at times.
Yeah, fact he takes down too is great. He's got some help now. Johnny dies. Okay, so you guys remember like 10 seconds ago when I was gassing up Nero and Vegas for like locking down that side of the map, and then like I rewinded and now we're here. It was a good play until it wasn't, because now you're seeing where they're spawning out. So that's how that works.
39-1 start. Vegas find themselves at the wrong time, spawning on the wrong part of the map, and it's just
that is correct, Shift.
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario to drop in the final 5 seconds of that old hill, because now all of Vegas Legion are forced to break in towards P2 now. But OpTic Texas, even with them having a couple players on that side of the map, they have still yet to work that objective because they know they do not have the spawns all in their
Okay,
favor.
let's rewind here. Nobody's in the hill. You have one player attached working on through the. Everyone else is off spawned.
At the wrong times.
Okay, so it looks like they were trying to find attached. So Kenny dies. And look, it seems like they don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen people spawn here before. I know there were some spawn updates with the new season changes. It doesn't seem like there's news. Like there's a cut. Like on P3 Karachi, like there's definitely seems to be some newer spawns. I don't know. So you can see all of OpTic's like thinking this is either a mid tunnel or like they didn't expect them to spawn. I don't even know what this is. Is this a pier or a harbor? I have no clue. But okay, so you get the first kill. Dashy's still watching warehouse.
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario to drop in the final.
Then what? So then one player gets taken out top servers. Like they just all think that they're on this part of the map, and they're not. And then Pred just hasn't been on the hill. Just now he wants to play for this kill on attach.
Because now all of Vegas Legion are forced to break in towards P2 now. But OpTic Texas, even with them having a couple players on that side of the map, they have still yet to work that objective because they know.
So the problem is Pred lays in this corner for 20 seconds, playing for this kill, and then shoots, and then he gets flooded.
Legion are forced to break in towards P2 now.
Like he's literally playing for this one. Then he's hoping to finesse. While that's happening, you can see Geo's doing what OpTic does so well. Okay, I'm already off to just a weird start. How does Kenny get there? And gets 2. Kenny just runs through the middle of the map. So like you have everything going right here, right? This is what OpTic does so well. I was talking about just controlling a warehouse. You're locking down the middle of the map. That's usually like what Pred does. And somehow Kenny just waltzes on through. Because now you're going to see what happens because your players are so far forward, which isn't the worst case here for Vegas. You have 2 dead here. OpTic just is spawned in the back because of Kenny.
In their favor. The whole kill feed is going to be why Geo having such a great start to this game already at 5-1.
That is a gross win, by the way. Wow.
They spawn right in the back there to reinforce.
Yeah, huge kill from Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, best thing here for Vegas is they didn't really get a lot of time, and now they have the right side spawns for P3.
We'll get the reinforcements up. Now it's just fighting back against this oncoming hit from Texas. But honestly, it's taken some time. It looks like they're trying to figure out where is Nero gone to. And while they're structuring the hit, the kills are looking good. Geo over the top of the forklift can't find the final. But hey, thing about it is Attach is right there to pick up. And this has been a fantastic start for Vegas.
Yeah, really good start.
It doesn't get any better than this. Obviously, if you don't die
Big first to kill on Attach. That'll buy you some room.
got a little bit more time there.
Shotzi's going on a Shotzi route. 0-7 start for Shotzi. Make it 0-8. That never really helps.
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I really don't. Wish I could tell you, but flat out, this is just Vegas putting on a masterclass. Good patience, good concentration, and just good composure all the way through. It's definitely shades of what we saw the potential for Vegas.
Geo's 9-2.
Last player left alive is Dashy. Geo's there for the trade, and
you can lock down the middle of the map. Your teammates off spawn will get the hill.
Yeah, so this final 30 is going to be theirs. If you are out of Texas, you have to find something to stop the bleeding. It might be Shotzi getting his first kill of the map. Tech can try to chain something together, but Vegas Legion coming out swinging so far.
So these are huge kills because this is like kind of what I was referring to. This is what OpTic loves to do, right? They love to control top snow. They keep you spawning back here. They get you off this hill. And then what that does is that just buys so much room where you can't really contest this P4. Or if it does, it takes a long time. But with 13 seconds left, like the fact that Johnny's able to get out, you can already see these green arrows are starting to move. Some people, it's probably going to be like Pred. Yeah, it's going to probably try to cut off the reinforcements. But just getting out for a few seconds is already a big deal. But Pred's going to go do Pred things. And then again, I point out something and that player dies 4 seconds later.
Geo out 4 in a row, trying to line up the shots out.
Pred's in his house.
Difficult to be sure, can't quite find the connection. But that told, lots of focus towards Attach on ult. There's Geo popping out for number 5, cannot stay alive to try to earn himself a crystal.
Kind of just avoid that bottom of the map.
1v1s as the hardpoint opens up.
Yeah, now Pred's got to shift over.
From finding time. So even though Vegas are losing rotation, they're still neutralizing the time. This has been all in all pretty darn good for Vegas through P2 and now here on P4.
And now if you are up at the back,
they just haven't really had like a clean 3 or 4 dead. Like the way OpTic like play this is around map control and then they get on the hill. There's always been like one more player for Vegas getting a kill or 2 for like allowing this to be a complete spawn trap.
He's just not having a start that everyone expects.
Getting caught, just simply put, timing wise.
That's the headshot cheese.
He's just getting flat out caught by Vegas and their patience. But like
happens to you, it happens to them.
Just to try to get this thing more to manageable terms, and so far so good. Kenny up top P2, good look towards Johnny. Doesn't quite see the player crossing below.
Yeah, but you know, you had a 2-14, 3-14 start, and out of all this, you're down 50 seconds, less than a hill. So plus on this rotation, you get a clean 3 dead. For some reason, teams just do not capitalize on this situation. I feel like I can go back multiple sub bases where teams lose P4 to OpTic on rotation to P5. OpTic wins all of these initial gunfights. I don't know what it is. I mean, they're like OpTic and what they do, but teams just aren't good at this scenario, it feels like.
Kenny up top P2, good look towards Johnny. Doesn't quite see the player crossing below him, but is able to find Geo, no worries. And even though Shotzi started slow, Kenny has been impressive, and that continues to be the case until he meets Nero at range.
Yeah, it's still a 50-point game, so if you are OpTic Texas, let's try to keep this P5 a little bit staggered. But with all the kills not going in their favor, and they do not have the spawns over towards next, so Vegas Legion can continuously run up that scoreboard. None of the kills are just going in there. Every single gunfight.
All right, here we go. So now they're in a really good spot. Vegas is. See how OpTic tries to get out of this. Attach wins the first. Try to flatten out. Nobody really overpeaks into the warehouse. Maybe now you'll get it. But no, Nero's not going to go for it. He's going to play servers with Attach. 20 seconds left. Yeah, maybe they know OpTic's just going to rotate.
Now they're already winning a rotation over towards next. They know exactly where all of OpTic Texas are trying to execute their play from. Nero from up top drops down low.
Shotzi swimming.
And now Shotzi, he's trying to hit a water up, but everyone is dropping.
Yo, OpTic envy, I used to watch you over 10 years ago. Hey, appreciate that. I've been here 10 years still, but I'm glad you're back.
I have tunnel.
Yo, left. You're long. Let's get shit.
I'm on
You're long.
Yo,
I got long. I have all tunnel. I have tunnel. I don't have your long. Yo, DK, you want up the street. You want up the street.
Yo, P5, came out weak. Shot in front already.
I'm weak.
Those headshots.
One shot closet. Long.
All right, you get the streak. Let's listen and listen in.
Top server, Shotzi.
Top. All right, yo, one's on time, one's green.
Top server.
One's on, he's on the green door.
Oh, top server.
One shot top server.
20 mind you.
Stay alive, DK. Yeah. Go 15.
Bottom on me, Shotzi.
I'm pushing closet.
I'm sitting
You have to jump to me. There's two. Press on time. You're good. Just make sure we have the spawn.
Top two.
Yeah,
Left hand time. We're looking for one. We're looking for Kenny
he's
after
still
this.
missing there. He's still
I'm playing
back
back
server.
two. He's
playing
playing
Back
two.
server, guys.
In the back, Shotzi,
Nice, Kenny. There's two more back there.
Really good comes by attach, just calling out names. They still know Kenny's back here due to him. He's been saying it forever, like stay alive. Huge shield by Nero.
Push too long.
I'm getting side.
Almost low.
Get time. Get time.
Okay, I'll get time in a second. I'll get time. There's three. Nice, good shit. That's the back, Tony.
This is another scenario where I think, for some reason, like OpTic's just really good at getting out of this. Like, and it feels like when they're in this position, they just crush people. Like they sit on these barrel headies. They'll have one on the hill, and they'll just win this fight. And it feels like every single time I've watched like OpTic on this map, they just like trade really effectively to get out. So curious to see what happens right now. You have 40 seconds left. Still a good time for OpTic if they can break.
I'm one shot.
It's opposite there, I guess.
He's very weak.
Bring your time.
Okay, so they flipped.
That's good.
I got get that whole time. I'm going to take it out.
Got me, DK.
What's front of me?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Alright, what's front hop?
Alright, go. Tiger weak, actually. Top up, dead. Tiger weak. And there's two.
This setup, like, yeah, they just go again.
What does he know?
He was back.
You know where the spawns are going to be. So with 5 seconds left, OpTic in a really good spot here for P3. You do have the cruise, though.
On old Fred.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Literally one bullet old. Fred.
Get him on top.
Get him on top.
Yeah, he probably did. I'm on a chomp.
Fred dead.
Top, stash you weak. Got him.
Yeah, they deal with those first two players, and now you can get pushed up.
Shrink this
We
too.
could be top.
I'm shaking.
Still spawning back there.
Back right dead, Fred.
I'm team back right.
All time. Once we lockers, then two backs at time.
Yo, I'm gonna pinch this. I'm gonna try and spawn him out right here.
I killed you. Two lockers.
I'm behind him. Give me a
I got one shot locker. That's one spawn up.
Fred spawn behind.
Yeah.
One's front. Kenny and Dashi lockers.
Johnny's just rotating really early.
One's underneath me.
Shotzi tunnel, one's locker.
One
P5,
weak. Fred,
nothing left.
He's right. I got one shot on you. Dead.
Shit, I have left.
Tunnel dead.
That's good
We're
shit.
missing
I'm
one.
gonna push tunnel right here. We're looking for one. Hold that.
All right, so OpTic get a majority of time, but this is a big moment to see if they can get out of this trap.
They're putting all the right calls together. That P4 or P3 rather, a little unfortunate off the cruise missile for Vegas. Allows OpTic a window to get back in, but still the lead, the cushion, good.
You like the buff cruise? I haven't really seen like.
Yeah, I'm loving the way
I think Maven and I talked about it on broadcast. I'm just curious to see how many like team kills there are. I don't know. We'll see. Could get back spawns here. No, OpTic all spawn out. Okay.
Right now for Vegas, as Gio finds himself on 3 in a row, single-handedly shuts down that early break there from OpTic Texas, but it's still a 60-point game.
Fred down low, able to find a beat down, but Nero up top. Oh, 5 in a row with the prediction on the second, and all of a sudden Vegas will get past the 200-point mark.
It's a larger explosion. I believe it's 50% larger explosion. Which I guess, like, if you think of like a art game, there's normally Hellstorm, Lightning Strike. There's multiple streaks because we have MW2 streaks still. We don't really have a second streak. I guess I don't mind the fact that if it's going to be a streak, it should be more effective because we really only have one. But yeah, I'm just curious to see how it plays out.
Versus Kenny, it's another 3-for-1 kill feed. Vegas looking good for the scrap, unless Shotzi.
Yeah, it seems like there are a lot more TKs this weekend.
Up the ladder, find a couple, break the scrap. It feels like a necessity. He'll only get one though, and now Vegas a chance to win the game.
Yeah, Vegas in the
Really good hold there by Vegas. You had some front pressure. Gio shut it down the first time, and then Nero was cutting them off middle of the map.
No cruise missiles are going to be easily led to this early break for them, so you have to get this done with the gunny. Attach already sitting through top comms. He finds that initial kill. Here comes Nero with that cruise missile. It's about that time for Vegas Legion to try to take map 1.
This time it will land. Shotzi the one to drop. Pred staying alive up top at Warehouse, though. A critical position for OpTic, but Johnny guns him out of the window. Oh boy, trophy system gets placed. He's in a little bit of trouble, but does not get stunned. Maybe a chance for him to weasel his way in, find a couple of kills, pistols out, but the supply of help from Attach so darn good. Vegas are gonna clean the floor, and wow, talk about an opening. One more chance for OpTic to break. Shotzi would have to do it on a 14-31 map.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a very well played map by Vegas. You obviously have to give them their props, but you can just tell on the scoreboard this rarely happens versus an OpTic team. They get outslayed this heavily. I don't even know what the final count's gonna end up. 7, 17, that's what, 24, 25, 41. just a heater of a map for Vegas. 40. So yeah, fundamentally, I think they did some things very well, but definitely just an off map there for Vegas. Obviously, OpTic was 11-0 on that map. It's probably surprised that people are still playing them on it. Let's go ahead and look at Veto's. What, you got the sub ace, a 6-star for Legion coming out, Karachi for OpTic coming out. Remember the last time these two teams played, it was that OpTic or that Karachi Hardpoint, which was just really weird. I think OpTic still won it by like 20, but they thought it was a really trolly series. Highrise Control coming in, Vista Hardpoint. Picked there for Legion. 6-star search. Nothing too crazy here. Outside of the sub base.
So
I guess you're playing another map for if you're an OpTic, right? Just continue working on that map pool. I think this is like a different. It'll be interesting to see just how this plays out, because I think a lot of the time the conversation for them is what was, especially last stage. You're trying to be phase. You're trying to be phase. You do it, and now it's kind of like everyone is hunting you, looking at your map pool. What weaknesses can we find? I think a big point for them is going to be control, but just keeping up on maps like search, 6-star SnD, get more reps in.
So if you are OpTic Texas, this is going to be good practice going up against this Vegas Legion squad. It always goes down.
Might the logic be of playing OpTic on sub base still? I guess it worked out this time, but it probably won't in the future. I mean, I'm assuming. I mean, Vegas just doesn't play 6-star, is what it seems. They don't play 6-star. So Rio wasn't picked, right? Rio was the one choice that maybe. I mean, it's open, so OpTic's gonna pick sub base, right? That's why it's first map, and then for Legion with Karachi on, you have a choice of Vista and Rio. Which 6-star, I believe, OpTic's also undefeated, or 6-1. So very good map for them still. Or 4-1 on Vista. You just don't really have a lot of choices versus them. But I mean, this is sort of just playing your own game versus playing against them. Their practice just must not be good on 6-star or Rio.
SnD, as them on the attacking side, gonna show a lot of presence over towards B.
I don't hate it.
Spot anyone on that side of the map, but Geo's just waiting.
I mean, I don't love it, but it worked. I hate it because it worked, I guess, this one. If it doesn't work, I'd be like, what the are you doing?
over towards the aquarium. Does he want to play?
All right, Kenny's playing that island. We've seen a lot on 6-star. He gets picked.
On the island gives maybe an off chance for Johnny to step in.
Johnny
Yeah,
flanks.
off screen, so now it's just the
Two just solo picks on the flank here throughout round one. Bomb down now.
His teammate and Pred getting hit by the damage of the Dade, but
this is good teamwork here by Shotzi and Pred. Just right away know you have to push out their side. There's at least 2 on our side, so take the 2 on 2.
This is a good opportunity still for OpTic Texas to try to clutch up at the 4v2. You have Shotzi going on a route. Pred also wins his 1-on-1, but now Pred left in the 1v2 with only 4
stunned.
The stun is going to connect. He's able to find that kill onto attack.
Just enough time.
In the right positionings. But when they find it, it's a 100% conversion rate. So Vegas Legion have gotten a read. They don't want to give up that early first kill. Want to see if you can catch OpTic Texas being a little bit aggressive up through the middle of the map, but it's already been 30 seconds wiped off the game clock. Here comes the play over towards A, and Shotzi, he finds that first blood.
So I've seen this a couple of times, this sort of round for Vegas. I think I saw it when I tuned in for the FaZe versus New York match. For a second, it feels like this is a way teams are trying to counter this sort of mid-push by the defense. Just the timing doesn't work, because really what you're trying to do, hopefully you smoke this off. You're trying to keep these people here. And then what you do is kind of either catch one on the flank or 2-man hit this. And instead of working the bomb, you kind of collapse on these players. I know that's not the best, but you're kind of trying to collapse with this 2-man hit through mid instead of planting the bomb. To sort of counteract this mid defense, but they just get ran at.
Being a little bit aggressive up through the middle of the map, but
so that smoke goes down. Somebody misses it. I think Attach misses it maybe. Or maybe that was an OpTic smoke.
And Attach is in trouble. Pred is on the hunt, sees the door pop, no worries there. Johnny.
Okay, you at least still catch 2.
Just like that, we've had 2 different 4v2s turn into 2v2s. This one a little bit more hard pressed though for Vegas with no bomb in hand. Shotzi watching one side, Pred the other. And this would have to be some great bait and switching from Vegas if they were to try to find a way to get a kill and recover this bomb.
Don't have bomb.
Players are trying to split up now. At least catch the timing on what OpTic Texas are trying to do on their defensive setup, but that time is starting to get away from you. Only 20 seconds left. The bomb is going to be down over towards A. Finally, you're going to put in position to at least get the info onto Pred, but this play is going to fall into the hands of Geo.
I just got to go.
Doesn't have an angle on it, so Johnny has to try to step up once again. Tags are in. Geo finds the first. Shotzi has to commit to this gunfight. Finds the first one, no problem.
Great play by Shotzi.
Does he get down to find the kill? Oh my goodness!
Where did his bullets go?
Commit to this gunfight, finds the first one, no problem. Geo commits for getting the bomb. Does he get
what?
Down to find the kill?
I gotta see that again. Where did his bullets just go?
Last second, gets shot, but then commits for the gunfight and wins it with fractions of a second.
And that's just the one headshot comes in.
Right there, because when Shotzi gets that kill onto Johnny, you know there's only 5 seconds left.
I mean, even the headshot cheese, it just looked like Shotzi. I mean, I don't know. It didn't look like he missed here. Maybe a little bit on the left.
Run that back.
Wait a minute. Go right.
There, freeze that.
Full screen.
Okay, freeze that.
Tighten up on that wing.
Vector in on that guy by the back wheel.
Zoom in right here on this spot.
He has to commit to this gunfight, finds the first one, no problem. Geo commits for getting the bomb. Does he get down?
Oh, no. Don't really look like he missed.
Oh my goodness. Something in the air you start to feel after a round like that. But
all right, nice first blood there by Pred. Pred search has been really good. It was great at the major. He's been running MB a little bit more, and it's really helped his game. Like, we've seen that from a couple of players like that, like even a BZ.
Yeah, this is going to be tough because Vegas Legion on this map do not have a lot of success on the retake scenarios, and they also give up the most bomb plans. So OpTic Texas with that first blood put themselves in a heavy advantage, as now there's only 30 seconds left. Just waiting for Nero, getting any info on this defense. He's at least able to find one kill, not ready for the jump up from Shotzi. Still man advantage for OpTic.
Yeah, focus towards the trophy system. Attach able to find one, but unfortunately for Geo.
I'm not sure why he's shooting this trophy. I don't know. Oh, because he has a smoke. That's why. But yeah, doesn't expect his second to be right there. But yeah, I was like, what is he shooting this for? But yeah, he's the smoke player. So that's sort of their retake play. Just onto him, throw that down, try to make that. But it starts with that first blood.
Last go around.
Yeah.
I don't know if they gained the info that the bomb was down. That was the only thing.
Yeah, another mid hit here for Vegas. Nades connect to double. Wow, a lot of nades.
Oh goodness, the trophy system is paying a bit of a difference maker already. As Vegas,
I don't even know if you have a trophy down there if you're OpTic. Stuns were hitting, nades were hitting.
Pred, though, timing-wise, if he checks top nest, they would get a look at Geo.
Yeah, he's just gonna get flanked.
Could just play his life a little while longer. Shotzi forced to have to win out a 1v4, and he will meet his maker.
But yes, even if you have one trophy down, yeah, stuns are gonna go out first. Eat that up, then the nades.
I mean, comparing to what we saw from Vegas in their first couple of instances with this roster, teamwork is definitely right there where you want it to be. Good ideas, good executions to this point. This time, we're going to try to see what the A retake looks like, as OpTic is going to walk their way over and see.
All right, so this is just info, right? You 3-stack this over towards B. Does Vegas. You're keeping 6 here in Geo just in case. Like, this is a late B hit. Then you're working through middle as a duo with Nero and Johnny. This is just like, all right, we're hearing nades at A, but let's just check everything, make sure there's no fakes.
Absolutely no one's home here at A.
So now they know this is going to be A. So, again, just going to come down to another retake.
And based on Shotzi, try to step a little bit further forward. It looks like they are looking for a first blood.
It's going to be tough, though, because Vegas Legion, they already got a lot of the map going in their favor. They cleared out B Street, realizing...
Maybe Pred, was Pred weak from that nade?
Looking for a first blood.
No, we're not on the cams. We're not on the portraits. But he gets shot from mid.
No players from OpTic Texas are trying to go on that side of the map. And then you take mid away from them. So now you have them basically trapped over towards this A site. Johnny ends up finding that first blood, and now OpTic Texas in the man disadvantage. Have to try to work that objective.
Yeah, just looked like OpTic thought that there was going to be a contest of the bomb itself. Kenny, decent damage into one, finds the kill onto Johnny. Backs off, 3v3. And Nero is going to say, I'm out of here. I know Kenny's going to be watching.
And I think this is why, like, we don't see... We saw when this map first came out, a lot of full flanks. Either that player just plays this side door, gets the info, and leaves, or just like that. Like, they get a pick, and then that first blood is almost worthless now. Like, now, if you're OpTic, you have the advantage. It's the 3v3 bombs down. It just feels like that full flank for the defense team rarely works.
But as soon as Nero is seen, Kenny will be able to come back forward and help. Shotzi on the corner, good for the first. Shots to Geo, not enough to find the kill. 1v1 towards...
Yeah.
Oh, and he's finessed the bomb so well.
That's just prop to Kenny. I mean, he just gets that first kill,
into one. Yeah.
and he's just out.
There was going to be a contest of the bomb itself. Kenny
Try to bait that out, but yeah, he's just ready for the second one.
By the time he gets back to his teammates, a couple players fall, just not enough time to work with.
A little bit more of a patient approach here for Vegas. 2-2 split. 2 players focused over towards Aquarium. Once again, it's the same that we saw.
All right, Pred's getting a ton of info B.
But this time, OpTic.
That's he's gonna check out wide. I imagine he's gonna leave soon. Leave Pred. They're both gonna leave. They're just gonna, yeah, okay. All play for middle. It's just that same look.
Hearing a lot of noise at A. There will be a stack here at U-Haul.
Yeah, this is the same exact stack.
So these two players have to stay alive. Yeah, again, this for this to work for Vegas, these two players have to live. All you're trying to do here is get people to look, right? You want a player watching this angle, you want another player watching this angle, and then what you're doing is collapsing, but they're just getting picked.
Mid-side, narrow and attached.
So it's another free first blood for OpTic.
Is going to fall into the hands of Kenny.
They're still worried though.
OpTic, Texas, they have full bomb site control, and if Shotzi could just
You can see with like Pred still staying, but it doesn't even matter.
to this side of the map, but Shotzi gets it done by himself.
Yeah, you can even see that.
Just Civartes for the 42.
They costed a stun to try to make sure that that was clear, and Shotzi makes use of a different angle. Nade in towards kitchen, goes a little bit too far off the bounce, but Gio with 23 seconds and Dashy looking at him through statue. Feels like a pretty impossible 1v3. He's also got the pressure on from Pred from behind. Regen starts to come through. Gio gets the first, but again, time being the biggest issue here. Kenny's gonna try to search him out just a touch, but she be the one who Kenny attack the ground. Maps. OpTic gonna try to see maybe if they get a read here. It's the same setup that Vegas is, right? This little high-low SMG setup in outside of a team kill. Largely forced damage.
Good play. It's just a trap. Just waiting, playing for the full flank.
All good news for OpTic. The bomb once again.
They just play a lot through the flank.
If it wants to at A, but Kenny takes an extra step, finds attach through mid, and now they can rewrap this thing back to B, forcing Gio to have to go all the way across the map for this 1v3.
Nice adjustment on OpTic.
I was gonna have a chance to make contact here with Shotzi if he checks his corners fully, and he now generally offensive terms of Vegas trying to play aggressive on the defense as well.
When they try to turn her, as OpTic able to tie the game up, at least in the first place, they're up 4-3. Back on the defensive side they go, and Vegas Legion trying to go back to that earlier attack where they found success with B pressure.
Yeah, well, the stuns that do.
So I mean, you're trying to get aggressive here, right? I mean, you're having your nades thrown over the top here by Dashy and Pred. You can have Kenny help through mid.
They're up 4-3. Back on the defensive
Yeah, you see the stuns land, and like that's hopefully Pred turning into like a first blood or a kill. Instead, it looks like he just gets caught here. Yeah, just caught sliding.
Yeah, well, the stuns that do land on top of Vegas, Pred thinks he maybe has an opportunity to take use of it, but gets shut down mostly off of the overwhelming force that Vegas had on their breakoff. And now patience for the Legion. Just wanting to make sure that no one's doing anything dramatic through the A site. They're double enforcing this flank hold before they make the commitment over towards B.
Yeah, Kenny's just trying to play the timing, though, to potentially spot a couple players crossing through water, but Vegas Legion have not bit yet. Now they are slowly working their way up through water side. Kenny's not going to get any indication that they're on that side of the map with that nade connecting onto anyone. So that objective is going to get planted, but look at the positioning of Dashy.
He's got to make a play here. Johnny in the corner, not going to be seen, but attach will take care of the trade. And now it's just the split hit for the side of OpTic. Individual players on both sides. Kenny shut down on one side, just up to Shotzi. Better bounce back here in map number 2 compared to what he was.
I wonder what Kenny saw here to give this up.
Yeah, Kenny's just
Because like, he starts nading here. I don't know. Maybe he's just worried they're already there. Because like if he stays, this angle is really dope. Like before when he shows it, that little spot here, he can see everything. Maybe he's just worried they already crossed, but right here he can see everything. But yeah, he's just worried about something.
The shot 1v3.
That's 2 successful bomb planted, and then was going on the pin bomb down.
Especially what they've done on offense.
It's a fun map so far, though. Both teams showing like a lot of different things.
The right response. Patience over towards B and mid. Trying to get Johnny a little bit closer towards A. He's got an SMG this round, so he's going to be largely playing this cut at the Sky Bridge over the middle of the map.
All right, Ken's worried about the full flank. Nice nade.
Texas are properly set up for it. Johnny, though, off the flank does create a bit of chaos here, but they didn't make a decision at all. Shotzi.
All right, they're trying to trap Johnny in. The right call.
Does not help them at all.
But it's also like, I don't know what the play call here was. It seems like Dashy leaves. So someone's making a call here to hit mid, and then Shotzi chows this. You're just not on the same page here. Because realistically, Dashy should drop with him and at least trade this.
Hits the back of...
Right? I mean, why wouldn't he? But it looks like Kenny's like, yo, wrap this B. So maybe Shotzi should just go with Dashy here. Because honestly, they get this kill. These two players are so out of this. Like, this is a great read here by Kenny. And then they would then wrap this through B and have a free bomb plant. But yeah, now bombs dropped here. So this is going to be a tough one.
But does not help them at all. Johnny finds the kill down low. Now the bomb is down to this 2v2.
Still a lot of time to work with.
Well, that helps.
Johnny is going to be the bomb carrier, but Gio does fall through the middle of the map. So now the young man and Johnny trying to clutch up in the 1v2. Buddy system on the opposite side for OpTic Texas, just going together to every situation as they recover that bomb site. Now it's time to work that objective.
Johnny coming back to the fight.
You see him?
Still has the rival knife.
Oh my god, that's insane, too. That's a rival. I mean, great shots by Dashy.
Johnny just kind of gets isolated.
That Johnny's Legion, the connector, and OpTic Vegas Legion. Now backs against the wall into this round number 10. OpTic at game point. All out aggression through the middle of the map.
Yeah, we're going to get ourselves a bloodbath here. Although no one from OpTic is watching the U-Haul. I mean, everyone's so focused on seeing if there was going to be a cut over towards the site that
And this is just sort of, again, the evolution of this map. There's been so much of this from the defensive teams where it's just sort of, all right, they're going to go to a standard A default. Let's just hit it out, try to catch them. In Vegas, just like nobody stays. Does anyone stay stage here? Yeah, nobody stays stage here. So you just have no info. You're all caught with nades in your hand. Like Kenny's already out towards A. They're just pre-aiming this. Yeah, it's just a hard counter. It's just too risky. It's too risky plays on both sides. This could work out in OpTic's favor in one situation. It could work out in Vegas's in another, and this is just the one where it works out for them. All right, round 11.
The two individual rounds for either team, but OpTic on the offense. Got to go back to what seems to be their tried and true. Hits over towards it. This time, no defenders on site for Vegas. They've tried this a couple times before. Johnny's been smoked on this angle once, but he does have a little bit of help from Nero, and this time it's just all about.
Okay, do they leave the flank? Are they going to try to work Kenny again?
No one showing presence over towards that A site. You were banking on those tacks.
And try to work Kenny again, all right.
But nothing is at least able to connect, and Kenny might have just got some bad COD timing.
Or the best COD timing.
Yeah, it's really.
Oh, it's the best.
Because he's gonna find himself behind Nero.
I mean, even if he gets one, that's all he has to do. This entire play is to isolate Kenny. Again, they just working this full flank, and
there are at least 2 Vegas Legion members playing on the flank. So Dashy, alarm
I don't know.
and Dashy gets himself another double.
I'm not crazy, right, chat? Like, we've watched a lot of 6-star search, and I feel like flanking on defense just every now and again works, but I feel like it's so low. There's so much to clear in the attacking spawn. But I mean, the timing, yeah, it helps Kenny. All right, 1-1 now. Highrise Control.
They are great on both sides. The biggest thing that Vegas have to focus on here is keeping up with the slaying, because OpTic Texas, they outslay on the defensive side, but on the attacking side, they only get outslayed.
I keep looking at my coffee cup, dude. Like I'm just sad that it's empty. I gotta get some after this. Hey, bro, so what the f is going on? Are we exploding or are we not? Are we exploding or are we not exploding? It certainly seems like we're blown up.
Opening nades will land. Shotzi the first one to fall. And for OpTic, you kind of saw the stat there on the macro side for the team. They have not won around 5 on this map. That results in actually 3 different map losses since stage 3 has started for them on this map. So trying to come up icy in round 5 has been one of the reasons why this map has not been necessarily a full-on go-to. But hey, already a great start to this opening defense, considering the early action from Vegas. No ticks to speak of yet for the Legion.
We are on the new patch, yes. I have no idea.
Reinforcement they need to, but attach finding a double now allows his teammates another opportunity to work their way out of potentially find a kill onto Geo. He's able.
All right, pretty much standard defense here so far. Trying to get Johnny pushed up. He gets caught. You leave one player on it and attach.
Could cut off a lot of these offensive reinforcements, and so far it has. Oh, just needed one more shot, but his teammates will get the trade. No worries. 1 tick of progress has been earned, but nothing more at the moment. Vegas will walk their way out of spawn, having found the trade onto Kenny, but still a lot of work to be done here for the Legion to try to stop this clock and get some more progress done.
And they only have 30 seconds to do so. Shotzi's just trying to at least spot a couple players, make sure no one slips on by, and now it's time to hit that go button. Gonna put himself behind enemy lines, gonna catch Johnny off guard.
Just wasting time.
The spawn knows that Shotzi is gonna be prepared for that.
Rest of the map, what's happening? You have Geo and Nero out, so they have to make a play.
Outside of the map, can try to pause that game clock.
And so far, everything
checking all the different cubicles in the office. Yeah, this is just a one-man show. Shotzi pretty much just made that a 2 versus 3 on the other side of the map for 30 seconds. 20 seconds.
3 teams are really giving a darn hoot about who finishes 5th through 8. This is all about making sure that you're staying polished and you're staying.
What did Nero just die to? What, 7? Oh, he fell off the map. I was looking at 5.
Clean. So far, so good.
Never helps.
Offense also good looks over towards VGO, seen at immense range, but Shotzi does get taken down. Johnny almost able to turn that into a double, but they still stay healthy on the zone with Ashy involved.
Yeah, they're already on this B point. They already have a lot of
trophies.
That first segment at B, so you tied it up in that column. They are slowly working up that progression on the second tick now.
The flank out of Geo. Get the second tick now. Nice little retake. Maybe it's a bit easier if you have a trophy down. That's about just trying to get work out of this trap.
Almost the entire second tick of progress.
And he's like,
Trophy
I could do
systems
that.
are also down to keep this defensive line forward. Johnny watching the big cross, able to see Pred through the fences, but cannot finish the kill. OpTic struggle, but they get themselves out of spawn, and then that elimination onto Johnny may open the floodgates to get back over towards B again. Nero is so deep and far away from this hit that it really has to come down to Geo to hold this, and that won't work out. So now you got one member on, make it a second with one more joining, and that's going to be not just the second tick of progress, that's likely the entire B zone unless some of these nades land.
And that's what makes OpTic Texas different than any other team on this attacking side. Is that it only takes them one opportunity when they go forward there to get out of their spawn, and they take full advantage of it. They're able to extend the time, get the final 2 seconds to close out that B point.
Yeah, you got a minute 30. What?
On this map with a couple to
Almost equal in lives. Shotzi's in his spot again.
for some spawn kills.
Here we go again. Shotzi trying to get the read on where the
That's tough.
Attach will find it before any damage can be dealt. 16 plays 14. Life advantage to Vegas. OpTic trying to find some control over towards Blue. Dashy desperately trying to hold on to his life in the previously captured B zone. But Vegas are just kind of more focused on what's coming from the front at the moment.
So Dashy gets another one.
Of where all OpTic are. That's going to be essentially a full team.
4 dead.
Gio's so far out of the picture, he really has to wait for help. And oh, Shotzi.
So we lied. Did they not code it in control? Hello? Trophy explosion blew up the tank, but the tank's not supposed to blow up, period. That's not supposed to happen. Supposed to fix that.
Nearly takes him out, and I believe the trophy system deleting a nade expires the propane tank, and that results in a double, and Vegas now 12-8 in lives with full control of the map.
Pred is standing on the propane, doesn't die. I don't know. It's something with the backside of it because it happened in a match earlier this weekend. It's like this little, I don't know. I don't know, Chad. I have no idea.
And I believe the trophy system
Not sure, but that was the old Highrise.
Vegas now 12-8 in lives with full
They'll fix it, I think.
The propane is always going to play a part. Even if the update comes in and they say Highrise propanes are not going to play that big of a situation through these rounds. Somehow, some way, it's a
Can we fill it with water?
all of OpTic Texas now.
What if we fill it with water and then when we blow them up, we flood the map with water, and then it's just a water map? Anybody in? Sounds good, guys.
Give up full map control to Vegas Legion. 12-7 in lives remaining, and you can already see Geo working behind enemy lines.
And he will find Shotzi up top, who was going to be the observer over the top of that A zone, pending OpTic could get there in the first place. Pred and Sheen on the last one.
Yeah, that's just unlucky. I mean, I don't know if they would have got the point, obviously, but they were definitely in a setup to get the point.
The cutoff man, not going to find the kill. Johnny waiting for his time, and he reads it pretty darn perfectly.
Please get B.
Shotzi seen over towards top B propane, and the question mark will be where is Pred? And there he is. Not much of a chance for him to get back over towards the zone, but a little bit more damage towards.
Thankfully, allowed him to walk away with this defensive win to make up for, but here it goes. He does stop it because a couple stays alive.
It wasn't like, it didn't look right.
It's like, I think it's this little one. You see that little one? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's this little thing. It's this little oxygen tank. Because that's what happened earlier in a series that Clint and I casted. I'm pretty sure it's this little, like right where Shotzi is. That's why Pred doesn't die. It's this little one. You'll see it. I don't know why that explodes as well, but this is blown up multiple times. They'll fix it, I promise.
It didn't look like it was smoking or anything. It just trophy system did that much damage, I guess. Yeah.
That blows up again. That's not supposed to blow up, guys.
First blood good for Johnny. Nero eyes.
We'll figure it out though.
And he does find Kenny, so the clock will stall. Focus on the A for Vegas. A little bounce behind for Geo. Does he get a read on the dash? He sure does. With that,
I'm not sure, Foul. I have no idea.
Turn and burn drop shot reduces the play to Vegas to really only be Nero, who's gotten towards A windows.
And Nero's the only guy out. Unfortunately, he's now gonna fall. So all of Vegas Legion now stuck back in their spawn again. Gotta check every corner on your way on out. And it's just not gonna be easy because OpTic have all the
nice 2 out of Johnny. Yeah, that gets him out.
Vegas Legion, another opportunity already working out of their base.
Kenny trying to get the low ground. Will come behind this play over towards bottom blue. Split focus for Vegas, by the way. Attachers looking over towards. So now all of a sudden, just as quickly as Vegas were able to turn things in their favor,
and it's gone.
Every single individual gunfight, and they're back to within the spawn windows of Vegas. Decent kills. I mean, even tug of war here. 6 of one, half a dozen of another. You find success, we find success. Back and forth we go, but the time is becoming an issue here for Vegas' offense.
Yeah, especially because they're applying a lot of pressure over towards that A Street side. It's not going to be easy because you know the tax right out the respawn are going to be chalked over towards this propane area. You slowly have to work your way over towards B. You just don't have any B Street control.
Johnny pushed up again, but that's about it. You should just leave him if you want. Yeah, you're just gonna leave him. You're gonna have like Shotzi or Dashy turn around and deal with him. Yeah. Two really good defensive rounds.
So you don't want to get there. You want to try to avoid that. You don't have any seconds to play for. You're just gonna try to get the win here. They show all out aggression over through bottom blue. This is a down. None of the attacks are gonna hit.
I'm a fan of this break off a lot. I'm glad some teams are trying this out. You at least get a tick.
Members are actually here. Is this a little bit of a fake? Not quite.
Oh man, if he wins that.
Movement from attach finds himself too, clears off the pressure on A, but the first tick of progress has already been completed. Help from Nero over the middle of the map. Downtime bottom blue, that will work out, and Vegas defensively start to make their move forward. Pred will see one on the cross, waiting for his prime opportunity to try to come behind this play. Johnny, the
one bullet, misses one.
That we saw from Dashy, but there is at least a trade from Shotzi, and OpTic can still work their way out of spawn, at least until Nero.
Okay, Vegas' turn.
Too, and now Vegas are right at your spawn windows again.
Oh yeah, and if you are Vegas Legion, you have to try to combine a couple kills together. You can earn that cruise missile going forward. That can play a big part on your next attacking round. Just don't give up any breathing room, and that's exactly what Geo is doing. Nero finds one on the Dashy. That's another 3 dead.
Much better defense so far for Auto Legion. Nero's on 5.
Nero now finds himself on 5 in a row.
He needs to get out and just find one more elimination. That is the only game plan at the moment for Vegas. Nero holds onto the corner. Shotzi seen, dealt with, and there's the extra cruise missile. 21 and 14, by the way, for Nero. Don't mean to make that sound so casual. He has been frying this map. And with the cruise missile now earned, Vegas, after a dominating defense to this point, I'm sure are feeling pretty decent about
Chance here for OpTic. They did push out A side.
Going a little bit more, but this round not done yet. You got Fred on the zone. Nero from behind will get to kill number 7, and you'll also stop the second tick of progress.
Some shit might have been off with like their comms there. Just should have known Nero was under.
But will be bounced off, and it'll only be a matter of time.
But it doesn't matter. Good run out of Vegas there.
Yep, that's the street.
All right, so who's got defense?
Efforts on one zone.
OpTic, yeah.
And maybe not even just one zone, just one area. Get some level of control before we even hit onto these zones, and there will be full focus over towards this B zone. Nero gonna hop right on into the mix. Geo able to find the first onto Shotzi. Did they expect Dashy around the back though? They sure don't. First kill good for Dashy. Kenny from the front, good for another. Nero still keeping the streak alive, and the help from Vegas is decent. Can they stay on the zone though? That's the question. And Dashy continues just to do it all himself until Geo comes off spawn, and now you can reinforce the trophies, and Nero keep on freaking frying. 25 and 14. Here comes the help.
A trophy down.
We're playing the hero right now for Vegas Legion. First segment already going to be done, but he's not.
Where's Pred? You're waiting on Pred. Oh, he must have got spotted. That could be a very big kill. Okay, no. So he had spotted again. All right, they catch him.
Uh-oh, here we go. Third tick of progress. Looking good on the B zone. The stack is in. They're going to get this quickly. You still have the cruise missile here. You still have Johnny on A. Here comes the cruise missile down. OpTic will not be allowed to come contest this immediately. They're still going to try to commit to it, though. Gunfights start to go the way of Vegas. They know where Dashy is. Johnny pushes out for the kill.
Oh, that time it worked out.
Gear for Vegas. Second tick of progress is in.
What are OpTic kills right now? Oh, Codcaster's bugged. It's been bugged. If you look at the kills in the bottom right, it's correct. Man, it just felt like OpTic couldn't get any kills to get out. It was a clean offense. Nice little transition. But yeah, once Nero gets that too. He had a couple of chances. Like I thought maybe once Pred got this one, maybe they could get out, but his teammates died in the windows.
With the stack immediately followed up with the kills from Johnny, lead to a 4-man stack. GG go next. Holy smokes.
But obviously that one round for OpTic is tough. That offense round 2. Great map out of Nero. All right, once that chat, I will be right back. I'm gonna eat some more coffee real quick. All right, there we are. You guys are gonna get to watch me eat a banana live on video, dude. It's gonna be great. All right, we got Vista. Yeah.
Of it with this roster.
Those rotations every single time, so at least they're strong.
Oh, of course.
In the category, but you have to find success also in breaks. Sitting at 12 overall is not going to cut it, but at least you spawn on the preferred side going into this P1. just kind of make these gunfights go in your favor. And Nero, not slowing down, finds a double and already into the A's Vegas.
And there's a lot of, I think, anticipation and potential excitement behind what Johnny and Nero can do as a sub duo.
Oh yeah,
It just frees up Attach and Geo to be like, all right, boys, you want to go hit this? Sure, we'll watch everything else. And the opener here for Vegas, pretty darn good. Couple of decent trades for OpTic. They've mitigated some of the early time, but this second set of gunfights has.
Here's part of the video that gets likes, more banana. Yeah, if you like watching me eat bananas in videos, dude, leave a like and subscribe.
Vegas will be good for the time, largely through P1, and look at the mid rotation.
yeah, they already win the rotation, but OpTic Texas, they're rotating on the opposite side of the map, trying to overextend their way up through P3 side. Dashy and Shotzi combined for 2. Still trying to keep it stagnant through this mid P1, but now you're forced to break in towards Vegas Legion setup here at this P2 HP. You have OpTic Texas not having the preferred spawns, but you do have Kenny trying to set up a route.
Yeah, this is individual plays right now. Nero just hoping he can get himself a 1-for-1, and he does better than that. Finds the kill, steps away.
Nice little flank there by Attach. Honestly, there's 2 kills at the end of the P1. Really important here. You have 4 members here from OpTic. If they get out of this cleanly, they take these 2 down, they would easily transition. You would have like these top middle headies, and then you would just have this cross. The fact that they get 2 here allows 6 and 8 Geo and Johnny to get in like really good spots early. Well, and the fact that Nero stays alive, he's immediately cutting off reinforcements.
But now you're forced to break in towards Vegas Legion setup here at this P2 HP. You have OpTic.
And that's a little cleaner for OpTic. At the end of that P1, when they break on through,
Yeah, this is individual plays right now.
they're pretty much stopped this momentum.
1-for-1, and he does better than that.
Now you're
The
4
kill
dead.
steps The rest of Vegas to find a full team wipe. Trophy systems now reinforcing the defense of this hill, and Attach looking to stop maybe early rotators.
Then I refill my coffee pug.
To beat Thick looking to follow up and hit this on both sides, but
Another 4
honestly
dead.
speaking, this is coming up completely empty, and Vegas are going to find free scrap time, and they will control rotation to P3.
Yeah, I think OpTic Texas is just playing a lot of individual COD right now. We're not simply outclassing you. That's another 4 dead. That's been.
And they will control rotation to P3.
The video just skip ahead.
OpTic is just playing a lot of individual COD right now. We're not simply outclassing you. That's another 4
I think I just blacked out. I thought I blacked out. Okay.
One hill. You can just tell OpTic Texas are not in sync right now, and Vegas Legion are taking.
All right, nice start there for Vegas, but P1 and P2, what teams have gotten really good at. It's kind of like this map at the moment.
Fred's going to take the route down low, but not enough to find the kill. So Geo has to try to keep his life a little while longer. Vegas split spawns, but kills coming through individually across the map. It's Attach who's able to find a couple, keep himself alive, and maybe have hopes to block spawns, but Kenny gets the trade off screen.
All right, OpTic with a nice break.
And OpTic will get nearly a full flip.
Yeah, that's a big break right there.
And honestly, I think this map kind of baits you on P3 to playing around the spawns, because like you see the way like 7 and 5 are playing. Like I think P3 you can play. Like, I like the way OpTic is playing like, a lot of the hill. A lot of the times when you see this hill broke, like what'll end up happening is you'll have 2 guys on the hill, like someone mid and then like someone in the back, and like it's just I don't know. I know the back spawns are important. I just don't know if they're that important on P3. Like it feels like if you could just play this from the hill very effectively.
For one did, but the Vegas Legion, you already cut your losses.
I think it's more about P4, making sure you have back spawns, than P3.
Surrounding them. Kenny and Shotzi take down both of those players, so they have an opportunity now to chain that P2 to P4 and potentially take the lead.
Whoa, Kenny spawns out there.
From Johnny's hands on to Shotzi, but he'll stay alive. Hit through the old.
And now he spawns up with his team.
Dashy, the last one standing. Kenny at range, trying to pick up his cross as best as humanly possible. Pistol off for Dashy. Lots of connections, but not a full kill.
Nice kills by Pred on rotation. Now you can focus the front of the hill as a team. Okay, so they know now with the spawn of Dashy where they're spawning up at over towards this P3. Kind of just flush them in though while staying on the hill. 5 in a row for Shotzi, 4 in a row for Pred. Oh, that's unlucky timing.
Where the pressure from Vegas Legion was going to be approached on, but now with OpTic still in control of the spawns, at least the hill for now. Vegas Legion, they bombard their way all through that P3 hill, able to flip the spawns right on back, and this is still a good 25 seconds they can try to fight for.
Yeah, for the moment, Vegas is trying to keep the hardpoint neutral. Shotzi jumping on in, Kenny watching from overhead, and now jumps in his own right.
Really nice comeback here by OpTic though, through these 2 hills. What, you're down 60?
Being largely held all the way through. If it is, it'll be a lead swap as well. OpTic really starting to turn up here in these last 2.
Oh, and you actually get a couple of players who spawn up on their rotation. I think due to 5's position here. Yeah, so 5 and 6 Attach spawns Geo up, and watch what ends up happening here.
If it is, it'll be a lead swap.
Well, I guess 4 gets out, and then because of this spot right here, he's blocking this. Yeah, and 2 spawns up. Shotzi spawns up. So now you can like really put pressure on the backside of this bridge through, and you go through P1. You already have Pred through P1. Okay, well you had Pred there through P1. I think I'd rather Shotzi go with Dashy there, no? He kind of leaves him there. Because this is what ends up happening. If you trade on this guy either has to turn around, which then allows your teammates to work through P1, and then this would have to flood this player in. Or what it does, if this player stays P1, this player's got to reposition either front side of hill or back side of hill. And then you can either contest, but you also get the spawns. So like, I think this trade's more important than P1, but I could be wrong. This is just me talking out loud. Because as soon as he dies, right, you don't get to this real transition. So Johnny's going to win this one. You have no trade.
Going to be set up. You have everyone watching a proper angle, but attach falling in this position now gives an opportunity for Kenny to potentially...
Wait, they're not going to expect that spawn from Shotzi. I mean, luckily attach beats his meat. Because I think this spawn is wild.
You have everyone watching a proper angle, but attach falling...
This spawn's awful. This should not happen. I don't think. This should spawn... maybe because 7's pushed up? I don't know. But either way. Good read by attach.
For Kenny to potentially set up that pinch. He allows that kill, and now all of Vegas Legion are not on the preferred side, but they are still holding on to the hill.
I guess it was due to 7's position. It's just really good early time, but they're controlling P1. Now they don't have it. You don't get a streak. Now you lose P1, and now comes that break attempt.
Just have to deal with Geo. A much better series from him to this point, but this is going to be just too much for him to deal with. An optical secure break, still 23 seconds to fight for.
I saw Crossfire push in.
Because you know how impactful that P5 to P1 chain can be. So a route early on trying to be hit by attach, but he gets killed by the player and Kenny coming off of the respawn. So all your bases again covered for OpTic Texas. Still a 20-point difference in this map number 4. But if you are Vegas Legion, you can't attach from the bridge side. Someone has to try to flip. You have to try to hit a route.
Good damage from attach though. Just pelting the members of...
I think Vegas at this point, I think they need to get to 5 here. They need to get to attach here. 7 and 6 need to take routes through mid. They just got to leave this time. You have to play from P1 here. I think they should just try to get to attach. One should just stay here and watch this middle alley. Attach can watch this, and someone should try to get to the desk. I don't like them going for this one more time.
For that P5 to P1 chain can be. So a route early on trying to be hit by attach, but he gets killed by the player.
Yeah, now you just lose P1 control and you lose top middle control to Kenny.
Cover for OpTic Texas. Still a 20-point difference in this map number 4. If you are Vegas Legion, you can't attach from the bridge side. Someone has to try to flip. You have to try to hit a route.
Good damage from attach though.
At least you have middle control, so you can use these headies, but gonna need a break.
Waiting for the timing to hit from the front, and here comes the flood. Nero able to find one from the mid map.
Yeah.
And now everyone can...
Okay, so that time they took some routes, they won some gunfights, 4 dead.
Such a freaking good setup, and the timing is perfect. This Vegas team looks brand spanking new.
But unfortunately, the spawns do not flip, so OpTic Texas still giving themselves another opportunity to break their way in towards P1. At top mid control, you just gotta get Pesci there for the effective trade. As Nero again is trying to get it done. Unfortunate team kill onto Johnny with that trophy system, but he's still not gonna slow down. Even finds it with the
good recovery from OpTic after losing 4 dead. They've at least contested this, still fighting for scrap time.
Working on it though,
and now you have Kenny in position with Pred on rotation to P2.
Gets stunned off the jump though, so now he's gonna just default to playing for the long wrap, kind of giving whatever he possibly can considering the circumstances. But OpTic will have a lot of freedom and a huge buffer around this P2 hardpoint. And they're gonna have an opportunity now to finally get a lead change. As OpTic Texas is now in full control of this P2. Vegas Legion, your turn again. Someone to try to make an opening happen. Geo through the middle of the map, unfortunately does get cut down. Shotzi watching the flank, takes down.
Waiting for Johnny, that's really it. That's 3 dead. Johnny's just gotta chill. It's a good play by Johnny, but yeah, deal trade. Kenny top middle.
Yeah, Vegas getting staggered a bit. OpTic starting to put it together as we jump over to an OpTic Texas. Listen in.
Can you guys want me to watch out pillars? Watch out their middle as well.
Geo's pinching. You flip this if you're... You flip the spawns from the Geo play, but you don't get any of the time. Really nice hold there from OpTic. A 3v4.
One shot back hard, attach. He's lower.
Yeah, this is what I kind of mean. Like these P3, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure our players know, but like, kind of baits you in. Like this team, they're just gonna flood the front now. Like you have 3 players in the backside. You just play the hill. You can play from the hill pretty easily. But nice kill by Nero. Lightens it up.
One guy's back steps.
Now that buys time for his teammates to rotate in.
Don't trap me behind the wall, bro.
I hear you.
Nade him. He's naded, one shot.
I'm waiting for him. Absolute time, Jim.
One's late, bro. Near on the back.
Absolute G on time.
Live. There you go.
All right, then recover. Now you see Johnny's spot. Johnny's just every kill he gets going to be super impactful. He's just going to stagger them so much. Only gets one, but he bought another 10 seconds. Shotzi's going to try to row on the route.
Back right. What's pillars?
I'm sliding up pillars.
You should be sliding out. This guy lows, not counter, bro.
Back six steps.
Hey, one's two in the back of me, bro.
Johnny's 25 and 15. Get a map out of him.
One's back right.
One got pinch rails.
In the back, bro. Going low, art, Nero. Nice, Nero's back right, Nero. They're still spawning there. Listen, they're all spawning there still. Oh, they're spawning. They might spawn out. I'm in tower, I'm front tower stairs. Give me a second.
Nothing back secret. I'm with you. Let's try this out.
What's back right time?
Back time. In front of me. In front of me.
He can repeat the back.
One shot to you.
One got pillars.
Nice, they're back. And on top.
Absolute back.
Nice. That was good comments from Kenny there and Pred. Kenny's like, this timing is really important for Kenny because as soon as he recognizes they could spawn out, he goes. Right? If he's slow here, if Kenny's slow in this spot, he could get free pinched and die. And then what would end up happening is this guy, number 5, attached, would have this cross on these stairs. So it's a really good timing by Kenny to just recognize, all right, they could spawn out. I have to go, right? We have the numbers advantage. We have a 4-on-2. Let's hit this as quickly as possible. And then you hear Pred say they could repinch it, which is another good call. It's tough to read in that.
Nothing back secret. I'm with you. Let's try this out.
Because if he dies here, Kenny, then his team literally just gets his team gets funneled from this top mid stairs area. 5 and 7 would be in a position where they're probably not crossing the hill. But then you'll hear Pred. They can repinch, and they do. So big gunfights there by Pred and Shotzi.
Johnny, he's one shot. Absolutely front that down.
Make it a play. One more mid, okay?
They're down.
Shoot him, bro. We're good. 1 more mid.
Last guy near.
He was mid. He's south steps, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, he could have pinched in.
That's him. He's really good. He's hitting it. Pillars.
Pillars?
I'm already top pillars.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the awareness for OpTic on this push through 3 into 4 has been solid, and Pred hitting these small little routes, going completely unguarded. Vegas have been having a hard time tracking him down, looking for kill number 6 for the Cruise.
No Cruise.
A lifeline for Vegas, but it's going to feel desperate.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough situation now because now you're going into this P5, you're currently down by 50. You have to make this hold count, and for a lot of time as well. And they're putting themselves in a really good setup so far. You have P1 control.
They spawn the back?
Well,
Oh,
so
okay.
that's make it all 4. That first push gets shut down, and Vegas Legion continue to run up that score.
Shotzi trying to run into the hard point, though. Catches one, gets out of there. Geo with the trade, but here come the rest of OpTic. Need help from attach from up high. Down
You
low.
funnel them low. It's just you have nobody bridge.
Listen, have numbers to try to work their way back in. Again, just trying to utilize this top catwalk as best as possible, but every second is becoming a dangerous one for Vegas. Pred dealt with the last one left alive, but he's far out. Geo gets the damage done, and Dashy just has to hit the deck, and that'll be extra time for Vegas to get over 200 points.
Now, if you are OpTic Texas, you got to give up this time. You got to make sure no one.
Yeah, you gotta rotate. Then Johnny's just like a second ahead. Great shots by Dashy though.
All headshots. Guy basically is using a sniper with that MCW after that buff. But OpTic Texas, they are into this P1. Only 15 seconds until they force game 5.
Bruce goes Goliath mode. Still not done. Dashy on 6 in a row. How has he been able to finesse this? Looking for kill number 7. Stun him, nade him, do whatever you want. He's still alive. Trophy system back in, but Vegas, they get the wipe. Just Kenny left to do.
How many kills seemed insane? Well, that's because of the buffs, dude. Just the 4 bullets. I mean, this is. I feel like you have attached P1. He flies out. You see, Johnny spawns up, goes right to P1 mid.
OpTic Texas, you got to give up this time. You got to make sure no one from Vegas Legion is going to be able to slip behind enemy lines potentially.
I mean, that's the 2 kills. I think Nero should slip into mid here. I think he should get desk already. I don't think he should chow this at all. I think this is a really bad first shot by Nero. He should be in Johnny's mid already. He should be at desk. Maybe they're worried someone's already there. It's just a bad because Dashy just opens this up. If they get to desk and maybe just ignore Dashy or maybe you reposition that, because now this just gives up all of this P1 position and it's. I mean, that's a great play out of Dashy. He hits some insane shots. But I feel like Vegas misplayed that. Now you have Johnny here, but he's worried about Dashy. You just get your numbers and your trades. Yeah, you had a chance there to close that, or at least get P1 control, not close it. But sometimes it's just one chow. Oh, I like the MC buff. I mean, if you actually pay attention to like how many headshots are in the feed, it's a bit insane. No, I think I liked when it's 5 bullets. But that ain't up to me. I don't make the game. All right, so yeah, with Karachi Search, great map for OpTic. They don't get to play it too often. They're like stage 2. I think they've played it a few times. What, 3 and 2 for Vegas.
They haven't played this map in a really long time.
It's just wild to think that Dashy went from being framed up in the last, well, say the first 3 months of this game as the Hill Kitten to the King of Clutch. He's been unbelievable for this OpTic squad. Ooh, late nade just kind of trickles over towards Tire's side. That does tag up onto Kenny, but Shotzi.
He's just trying to hit a timing.
It's first blood onto Johnny.
Yeah, it's a big kill onto Johnny. He was trying to make an individual play. Take a page out of Shotzi's book to get behind enemy lines in the first 15 seconds, but first blood in favor of OpTic. Kenny finds a second Geo there for the trade, but numbers advantage now allows you to work this objective.
Should be good for a plant. Oh, looking to make a play. Gets the smoke out. Tries to cut through. Does not find the kill. Oh, and the bomb gets planted, and more importantly,
that's it for that one.
Boy, the nade cinematically shown over the top of the B side, but Fred still gets up the ladder and gets the top third. Unreal stuff, and that's an unreal statistic.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been a year and change. Pred, good information, but can't make use of it for a first blood, but shots.
Wow, is he just pushed through A here? Similar to Johnny, what, you get the info from Kenny, Shotzi? Shotzi just takes the risk.
That's an unreal statistic.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been a year and change.
It looks like you're watching if you're 8, and then you give it up. Johnny was watching that for 25 seconds.
But can't make use
Sure
of it
was.
First blood, but Shotzi deep into your spawn will convert for another first blood.
And now all of Vegas Legion are trapped. You can't try to work back through your spawn. At least you find that kill onto Shotzi, but Dashy and Kenny were at least in a position to watch over his teammates off this rotation. As now they have the numbers advantage. Dashy in that position 2 top red. Should be able to get a little bit of info that this is where the play's coming in.
Well, this is interesting. Nero, the bomb carrier. Oh my, what? I mean, Attach has him dead to rights. First 3 shots are in and Dashy just blows him out of the water. So now it's all down to Nero once again. First one clean, second one tallied. Can he step away enough from Dashy? Again, the King of Clutch. Top of our clutch leaderboards for 1v1s and 1v2s. And that smoke doesn't fully encompass Nero, but he'll be safe enough to plant.
Yeah, the bomb's going to go down and Dashy is at least going to be able to spot him off.
It's the info.
Exit. So now how does he decide to play this? Nero could not have gone that far away from this site, but the repositioning might be too strong.
Nero, Spidey sense tingling. Yeah, reads it on to Dashy.
And Kenny, this is where the play's coming in.
Well, this is interesting. Nero, the bomb carrier. Oh my, wow. What? I mean, Attach has him dead to rights. First 3 shots are in and Dashy just blows him out of the water. So now it's all down to Nero.
Yeah, I don't know. Kenny doesn't have to move there. And then Pred tries to reach out. A Joe for the trade. I don't know if they're just trying to get to Dashy after he gets a kill, I guess. Kenny flies out. He's Spider-Man.
So now it's all down to Nero once again. First one clean, second one tallied. Can he step away and
go down and dash this?
Nero, Spidey sense tingling.
The repositioning might be too strong.
Nero.
Yeah, I mean, he just checks the bomb, turns around.
We asked the question, this you and I kind of in between each other. How creative was Vegas going to be able to get on a map like Karachi with a new roster?
Didn't even hit shots. Not to trade. I mean, it's just sort of instinct though. Like it's just search. Like when your teammate, like I don't know, you have numbers advantage. It's tough. That's just your reaction. Like I agree with like Pred probably shouldn't have chowed that, but he doesn't know. Like that's just sort of, even if my teammate hits a bullet, I have the advantage. It's just the sort of meta, I guess.
Before, and we were wondering, would it be Nero or would it be Johnny that tries to get aggressive? And
so a lot happening middle of the map.
A couple of defenses, it's been Johnny. He will find first blood, but does get traded back and forth. We go early exchanges, give us to an early 2v2.
Yeah, but look at the space that Gio was able to take. He's already working himself behind that top 3-story positioning. And not a single player from OpTic Texas are going to be aware of this. So this should be a free kill for Geo. Should be able to put his team in a numbers advantage in the 2v1. And at the same time, that bomb is going down. You know exactly where that next guy is.
Yeah, Geo, not even bothering, though, playing for the high ground. He just wants to join his teammate.
Will they rewrap this?
And they're going to try to work this a little bit more together, trying to isolate the high ground, it looks like, first, which is where Kenny is positioned at the moment. But smoke will come out. Kenny will keep his focus over towards this barrel cross. Has not seen Nero yet. Drops off the high ground, and Nero gets
Maybe Kenny wants to use the smoke. He's probably worried the other guy's top 3. Just use that smoke.
To the map. That's what needed to get done for Vegas Legion. Now be up 2-1. They're going to lead the objective in the spawn. They're more focused on, can we get Nero this kill?
Yeah,
mid control.
Getting Nero number 6. He sees Shotzi over towards red. No hit markers. Nade not cooked either, so Shotzi should be able to back away from this, no problem. Johnny, though, gets extra forward over towards the apartments. And now all of a sudden, Vegas has...
Is he down low? Yes. Did he just run out B?
Yeah, this is all about getting Nero number 6.
Oh, he jumps in the window.
No hit markers.
Looks like Dashy hears him.
Shotzi should be able to back away from this, no problem.
Alone.
Johnny, though, gets extra forward over towards the apartments. And now all of a sudden, Vegas have some deep mid-map control. And even though you don't get the cruise, hey, you got Johnny in a pivotal spot, and you can use him as a pivot point.
And this is what we talked about before this map started. The playmakers on the side of Vegas Legion, both being the SMG guys, would love to play this Karachi SnD the same exact way. They've been trading effectively in that first blood column. But Johnny now puts his team in the man advantage. Shotzi trying to at least gain the info, but he's going to back down to try to play his life. And he's also able to take down Nero. Big kill.
Yeah, smoke just to keep
and the deal with Johnny.
Kenny, big 1v1 versus Johnny over towards front side chops. Geo up top, only good for 1. Pred right there to at least confirm the trade. Shotzi top high ground, attach in trouble, trying to sneak away.
Yeah, much better trades there. What is Vegas trying to do here? So you see 7. Nero is worried about the full flank, right? Because Shotzi showed junk before through A. He did that in like round 1. Johnny's locking this down. I mean, the goal should be to get this bomb down. I guess you don't know where Pred is after he gets a kill. Or no, he doesn't even get a kill.
Guys would love to play this.
Just nade coming out.
Exact way.
Again, you see 7. Nero's just worried. Just trying to watch middle of the map.
But Johnny now puts his team.
Does Attach see him here?
In the man advantage. Shotzi trying to at least gain the info, but he's going to back down.
I'm going to assume not.
And he's also able to take down Nero. Big kill.
And that somebody shoots. Kenny shoots at something. That just like baits Johnny into this.
Big 1v1 versus Johnny over towards front side chops. Geo up top, only good for 1. Pred right there.
We saw this on 6-star. There's just some of these rounds where you do like part 1 really well in Search. Like step 1, finding a first blood, but like you could see this team still make a lot of mistakes later on in the rounds.
Do not earn a cruise missile. They do not find success in that round.
It's not all on the same page.
Johnny's still looking to stay aggressive, though. We'll get over towards the concrete barriers underneath the scaffoldings at B. Geo up top. Oh, he's going to get played out. Yeah, Shotzi, as soon as he gets that information, no worries on that challenge.
Good trade.
A little bit more of a dicey one as a
lurking.
Make sure you can confirm the kill before the smoke gets placed. And Kenny also gets the read on a Johnny who thought about it, but then thought the better of it. Meanwhile, though, again, I mean, this is just LV looking like they're getting a little bit too loosey. Lots of individual pushes coming through. And
Nice two by Johnny.
Putting together the individual gunfight wins until Johnny has something to say about it.
Okay, they had Johnny isolated over towards this bridge side, but no one could effectively trade him. So now Pred, who was the island player to start, stands strong early on with 1 child. They went for both individual gunfights, and Johnny just makes him pay.
And this is big because this is like he almost takes that first gunfight on a Kenny. And when he has him weak, he was thinking about running through. He was.
Everyone for the first.
They just reposition, slows it down.
Knowing that the trade has to be there for OpTic.
Vegas, the bomb now out of spawn. Maybe for the first time, looking to not get super aggressive anywhere. Although I say that, and Johnny has.
Johnny's island guy.
By the single window room. OpTic close by. Timing here.
Find Shotzi.
Now on 3 in a row, first blood once again, but OpTic are not moving their defense over. They still have Pred nearby, so they're saying we can still keep 2 members towards B.
Same gunfight, wow.
That B point, but Johnny single-handedly is now going to force a potential rotation to come in for OpTic, but they've already gotten to read it. This is where the play is going to come in. You find that kill on to Nero, but now it's Dashy left in them 1v3. Bomb is going to be down at that B site, but this is not going to be easy.
He's been seen and also tagged. Stun will come through, and Vegas will.
All right, good reposition. Bomb planted.
The objective and force a clock to be an enemy here for Dashy in this 1v3. Dash sees him topside red. Johnny catches him with a pistol out. No, it's been all but he nades for the defensive Vegas. All over towards Market. OpTic throwing some of their own. No one going to get extra forward here, but Johnny on 5.
All right, so the nades hit, so attach rotates over. Gonna leave him at A. Nero. First blood.
First blood. That's actually onto Kenny deep over towards
Smoke was used to get bridge control.
Johnny sees another opponent, but can't make much use of it, so he'll stay down and still covered. We have a 4v3.
And that objective is still yet to get planted for OpTic because they know that they do not have the numbers advantage. When I have everyone with their guns up.
You see what having Shotzi and Pred does, right? Like these players, it's such a tight setup, but like these guys are so worried about these flanks all the way through, just because they like to like kind of play on islands through red at times. So 7 literally just backs up to his team. What? Shotzi just runs over.
Another cruise missile not going to be earned on the side of Vegas Legion.
Nice shots.
Start getting down.
Oh, but Geo gunning. Shotzi may have been seen over the top of the,
sign up for 4.
Are in, but not going to work out. Dashy. Oh, good prediction onto Geo. Makes this more manageable, but Dashy's being hunted, and he knows it. Dashy. Oh
the fact he gets 2.
His job's done, and then
Again, you can see Geo's idea here after this first kill.
start getting down. Oh, but Geo gunning. Shotzi may have been.
See, he stops at the door. He's just gotta wait. He's gotta wait for attach. It feels like he has the read on it. He's gotta wait for attach. Attach has to be like the first look, I think, or at least be closer. Like he waits, just doesn't wait long enough.
Makes this more manageable, but
and I mean, he just can't get a second here.
Oh my goodness, he gets himself second. His job's done, and then round up
from Dashy.
It's just these times, these moments when you're watching this Vegas team where there's just it's either a miscomm or they're a few seconds off each other's pace in search. They throw some of these rounds. And versus the top 40, you just can't do that. Especially at majors.
Yeah, as with to say, these late nades from Vegas through mid have kept this defense or OpTic not on the rotation. But
there's all your info, though.
That might be enough. Bomb planted, 2v4. Shotzi and Dashy off the regen, working this together from the top side at red. Unsure if there's a lurker still involved. Have to worry about where attach is at. That's the one that usually likes to stay a little bit more on the rogue side. Smoke down for Nero. Shotzi trying to clear backside office. Slides through, barely makes a footstep. Oh my, Shotzi good inside bottom red. But with Dashy falling, this becomes a bit more unmanageable, and he's just going to try to hop it. Geo, do you get here in time to check?
Just numbers.
Slow down that progression, but that bomb.
Oh my goodness. I don't think anyone would have expected this.
Hell no.
He went to 5. Johnny tagged with the trophy system large.
He gets across again.
And he's going to have now an AR posted up on the bridge staircase, looking for players top third. Sees Shotzi. Decent damage, but Shotzi keeps his life, smokes himself out. But more information gathered as a couple of fatal shots.
Well, if that nade hits, that she probably does. But just him getting here isolates Shotzi, right? Shotzi tries to go for that top green, top fountain sort of gunfight, first blood. And once that doesn't work, you're relying on Pred playing on an island to make a play. He then gets caught.
Player over towards red. He gets taken off, and now it's Kenny and D to try to clutch up.
Nero off the cheeky off angle, playing topside bus station. Gets a read that there is a crossover towards the A site. Keeps his life. Help from Geo down low. OpTic looking for a plant. That might be their lifeline here. Nades being tossed over towards the A zone. Not a lot of them hitting, but a full surround here. I mean, OpTic are fish in a barrel. Dashy, last one left. OpTic will drop. Vegas do what seemed to be the impossible.
I mean, big series there for Vegas. I think after losing 3-0 to Ultra, again, this team change after stage 2, that puts them at, what, 120 points, I believe, on the year. So, yeah, they're 9th now. 10 points out of it. What's the rest of their? Let's see. Check the rest of their schedule. I think just for confidence. NYSL, dude, it's brutal. Again, you're hoping probably to win one of these. Probably this one. New York's definitely beatable, though. Well, I guess that's next week. So you have 1, and then LAG, it's a tough schedule. Even when you're not playing the top 4, you're playing Surge is getting better and better. You're playing Thieves is getting better and better. LAG have shown some life this weekend. Rocker, yeah. So it's a tough one. I mean, on the OpTic side, I mean, listen, as a competitor, like I think series like that after winning aren't like the worst thing. Honestly, usually like they're kind of a good thing just to keep you focused. Like, hey, we can still lose. Eyes on the prize for champs. So, I mean, it sounded like in a Kenny interview, they really took some time off after the win, like a week, just kind of chilled. It sounds like they're kind of locked back in now, but I wouldn't be too worried. I think that map 1 was, I mean, I've never really seen them get outslayed by 40 kills in a match, but a big win there for Vegas for sure.